What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on September 29th, 2024. The Is Sugar exclusive Gold Harry Potter is available on their website right now. And of course, if you have an Is Sugar store in your area, you may see it there. If not right now, very soon. The Macy's exclusive Jeffrey with Christmas tree is listed on their website right now. And then some common figures that you can be on the lookout for in stores, and these may be available on different websites, of course, do include the new Boba Fett set, and that does include that glow-in-the-dark Boba Fett, which looks pretty cool. The new X-Files pops, the new Buffy the Vampire Slayer pops, and then there's also the Insidious figures. I do like the look of the red-faced demon. That is one I may pick up if I come across it in stores. Then you see here with Funko.com that the Shohei Ohtani pitching figure is available right now. That may have sold out at one point, but the last time I checked, it is listed on the website, so go for that if you are interested in it. You also see that there are some new pop ornaments that are available on Funko.com, and these tend to be available with Walmart as well, so if you don't get them with Funko.com, you may see them in Walmart, if not right now, very soon. The Reba McEntire pop that you see here is available for pre-order up until November 1st, so you do have to get your pre-order in by then, and then this will have a May 15th release. And for people that are watching this right away when it gets uploaded, the entry for the Fanta edition of Project Fred is still open, but that is wrapping up at midnight, and remember, you are entering for a chance to purchase this figure. Toshiro from Bleach has an exclusive that is releasing with Funko.com on September 30th. You can let me know whether or not you think this figure is going to sell out. I do think it is a really awesome design. I just don't know how big the fandom is for Bleach. I think it is popular, but you know, let me know whether or not you think this figure will actually sell out. You also see this Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs, and this is a very gruesome reference there. So it's kind of cool that Funko was able to do this. I don't know if I need it for my own collection necessarily, but I do think it is a very cool looking pop, and of course it's appropriate for this time of the year. Now also with Funko.com, they do have the bronze Darth Maul still available if you're interested in that figure, and if you missed out on the Entertainment Earth exclusive Hikari Batman, that is listed on Funko.com right now. Now finally, Funko is actually shipping directly to Canada from Funko.com. There is a flat rate of $9.95, but of course there are additional taxes and duties and fees that will apply, and that does depend on which region you are in Canada. So don't be surprised if the price, increases some when you go to check out. It also seems that all sales are final. Now, if you think I'm wrong about that information, please link if you have some other information in the comments, but that's the way that it seems right now. So I don't think there's going to be any return for damaged items. Even here in the States, that can be a difficult thing to do. I think you have to do it like within 30 days or something like that. You have to be kind of quick with that. But that's the way it seems right now. And like I said, if you have any additional information, feel free to link it in the comments. Now, as far as Funko Rewards is concerned, of course, we already have that here in the States. We've had it for a good while now. That is something that's not available to Canadians right now, but it is coming in the near future. They're also going to expand on what's available for Canadians in the future. So, be on the lookout for updates on a regular basis with that. I also wanted to point out here that the Team Fortress 2 characters, that content is coming for Funko Fusion. Personally, I have not gone back to the game. I don't really feel the impulse to go back to the game. It just did not do it for me. If you're enjoying the game, that's all good, but I just don't really feel like I want to return to it. I still do like the pops though, based on the game. Now, the G.I. Joe NFTs are coming. They have an October 8th drop date. I'm kind of surprised to see these just because I feel like a lot of times I see G.I. Joe pops not really selling well in my local stores. Maybe it's different in other areas. You can let me know what you think about that, whether or not you think this NFT drop will be successful. I do think there are some good character designs here. Of course, we have Flint, Lady J, Firefly, and then we have Freddy Funko as Duke. So, as far as G.I. Joe pops go, I do think they are cool looking. I'm just not really sure, how many people are going to go for these. And like I said, share your own opinions about that. And then coming soon, as far as NFTs are concerned, are some Funkoween ones, and then also some Stranger Things NFTs to be on the lookout for. And when I learn more information about those drops, of course, I will share that with you all. There are some new Loungefly products that are available directly with Loungefly and then also with Entertainment Earth as well. And I noticed on Entertainment Earth that a lot of the Christmas related products are actually pre-selling out pretty quickly. So if you can't find something on Entertainment Earth, again, you can check directly with Loungefly. And as I was kind of looking around the Loungefly website, I did notice a very nice looking Pennywise t-shirt and a hoodie as well that has like the blood splattering on it. Pretty, you know, intense looking there. These are not really my style personally, but I think they are cool items, and that is why I did want to point those out. Amazon has this exclusive Age of Apocalypse comic cover with Sabretooth that is available for pre-order right now, and it has a November 21st release date to it. I like the design of it, but I'm trying to be picky about the comic covers because they do take up more space, so I don't think I will go for this one. But again, I do like the look of that one there. There are some new Target exclusive 8-bit Marvel Pops that are on the way. This does include Black Panther, Captain America, Thor, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Scarlet Witch. These 8-bit figures, I don't really see them moving much in my own Targets. Like I, go back to a Target weeks later and I still see the same one sitting in the same place basically. Maybe they're more popular in some other areas because, Funko has done more of these. Let me know your own thoughts about them, but I don't see myself really adding these to my collection. And it's unfortunate because some of the characters they've done with 8-bit designs, I would like to see them as regular Pops. For example, Spiral from Marvel, that would be nice to get her as a regular Pop, but we'll see what happens in the future. Now, with the Marvel Collector Core box, which is a subscription box exclusive to Amazon, the next theme is going to be Captain America Brave New World. I'm very interested to see what they're going to put in this box. I think, a variant of Captain America would be no surprise at all, but I'm very curious to see what the other Pop might be. And of course, I'm definitely hyped for this movie. I'm very much looking forward to checking that out, and the Thunderbolts as well. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting year for Marvel next year as far as the movies and even shows are concerned. Now with Five Below, remember they have been getting Funko branded earbuds, and now there are some Spider-Man ones that are starting to show up with Five Below. The Target exclusive Deadpool Kills Deadpool comic cover will be available for pre-order as of September 30th. Now this is one of my favorite recent reveals, this Lex Luthor Superman, which is a specialty series exclusive. This was listed for pre-order with Entertainment Earth and it quickly pre-sold out there, so a lot of other people are definitely hyped for this figure, and it pre-sold out so quickly. I was busy at the time, I didn't catch that pre-order with Entertainment Earth, but I will catch up to this figure later on. Remember, with it being specialty series, that means that various retailers are going to have this figure. In fact, I think some online retailers do still have it available for pre-order, but this will show up on store shelves as well. I see the specialty series figures in stores at Books A Million, so yeah, I know I'm going to catch up to this one eventually. I really do like that design there on Lex Luthor. He is one of my favorite villains. There is a 65th anniversary Barbie that is coming soon. When I learn more about the availability of that, I will share that with you all. The Barbie minis are starting to arrive at Five Below, and of course they have the plastic windows so you can see exactly what you are getting there. There is a new Funko Crown display that is showing up at Five Below. Now, I don't know if this will change what is actually available in Five Below, because I know the Pops that I've been seeing in Five Below in my area have not really been anything, too interesting. It's a lot of sort of supporting characters from like different Marvel movies, and one movie I think is called Lucky or something like that I never checked out. I don't know anybody that's checked it out. Actually, it's a movie that came up on a streaming platform. I see a lot of those Pops. I see some of the Star Wars snowmen around, like nothing too interesting in my area personally. So like I said, I don't know if this will change the variety or if it's just a new way to display them. And you can let me know if you've seen anything more interesting in terms of Pops in your local Five Below. I also did want to point out here the Pop Asia exclusive Fire Commander with Fireman Chase is going to be a Salt Lake Fan X exclusive. Moana 2 is fast approaching, and of course here's a quick look at the main characters, and we know there's going to be plenty more Pops. Like I said, this is just an early look that has been floating around on social media, and there might even be some early links that you can track down on Amazon, but these figures will be more widely available very soon, and I'm pretty sure that Funko will do an official reveal for, the different characters for at least the first wave, because I wouldn't be surprised if they do more than one wave of figures for Moana 2. This is going to be one of the biggest movies of the year, and I might actually go see it in theater myself because I did enjoy the first one, and I really need to rewatch the first one before this one here. Now, some common figures that you can pre-order right now do include the Retro Toys Bitty Pops, the Creative Cat from Cranium, the Black Crows 2-pack as well. And then you also see here coming soon as a BAM exclusive is this Alan Adale figure from Robin Hood. Last time I checked the website, I did not see this figure listed just yet, but it may get listed very soon, so keep checking back with BAM. And then of course, this will be on store shelves in the near future. Now, I'm going to be running through some other figures that I mentioned, I believe, in the last Funko News video, but these figures are available for pre-order right now with various retailers. So this does include the new Simpsons Pops, and again, I really do like that Deep Space Homer there, and also Milhouse's Fall Out Boy is pretty cool as well. The Bart figure is just what you think of Bart, basically, when you think about Bart Simpson, him leaning on the skateboard. So it is cool that they had that figure there. You also see here, of course, the new Tom and Jerry figures. Then we have here the new Yu-Gi-Oh figures with some really nice designs to them. Like I said, even though I'm not, into Yu-Gi-Oh and certain other, properties, I still like the designs that Funko does with these characters. So these are some pretty cool looking figures. We also have here Daki from Demon Slayer, which I could see adding to my collection. Again, I think that is a really cool look for this particular character. Then we get here a better look at the Jurassic Park Fossils Pops. We also have here the Bloodsport Pop, which is kind of interesting that it just says Bloodsport. I'm sure that has something to do with the rights behind it and everything. And I don't know if they'll be able to do any other characters based on Bloodsport. I know there's one particular character a lot of people would like to see. I don't know if it's going to happen because, like I said, I just don't know what is going on with the rights for Bloodsport. You also see here Don Lockwood from Singing in the Rain, which has a very nice look to it. And then the Goosebumps Pops, which again, I said it last time, I think that I really do like the look of these figures. I could see, potentially going for this full set here. So of course, again, we have here the Werewolf of Fever Swamp. We have the Night of the Living Dummy. We have Attack of the Mutant, which to me is probably the least interesting one, but I might get it just to complete the set. Bad Hair Day, which I really like the look of. And then there's also the Blacklight the Haunted Mask, which is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. And they do have that one available for pre-order on their website right now. Now, as far as the other Goosebumps Pops are concerned, I don't think they're listed just yet, but keep checking with retailers, and at least by midweek I think these will be available for pre-order. But again, remember the Barnes & Noble exclusive, you can go ahead and get your pre-order in for that particular figure. At least I don't think the common figures are going to be difficult to get at all, so just be a little bit patient if you are interested in these and check with retailers midweek, and I may try to do a community post as well once these do get listed. So Hot Topic is doing Scare Fair again. I did mention it previously. I did share previously the Terrifier soda and with Art the Clown, of course. Now, let me go ahead and address Art the Clown real quick as a soda because some people were concerned. There was an image going around that showed a chase sticker on the can. I don't think it's going to actually release that way. We all know that would not make any sense, and I have not seen that image again since then. So that might have been either a manipulated image or like an early look at the can. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but I don't think it's going to be that way in store. And that Art the Clown soda, excuse me, is going to be limited to 12,500 pieces. I could see a lot of people going for that particular blood splatter chase there. Then also you see here that they are going to have a new Leatherface pop, which has a pretty nice design to it, and there's going to be a pocket pop of that figure as well. I'll have to see that one up close before I decide whether or not to go for it. I'm not like the biggest Leatherface fan, but I do like that design for this particular pop. The blood splatter Ghostface, I could definitely see picking that one up. I do like the look of that, even though it's just, the blood splattering added to it, but it is thoughtfully done at least. You also have here, of course, Art the Clown sitting on a toilet there, I believe, that pop. And then there's the Evil Ash, and I don't really collect Evil Dead, but this is a really awesome looking figure, so that's very tempting for my personal collection as well. Evil Ash from Army of Darkness, I think they did a great job with that particular figure. So let me know which Scare Fair figures you are interested in. And by the way, there could be potentially more than this. It's not like these are official reveals, so if I learn more about the Scare Fair before the drop date, I will try to update you all, and these figures should become available as of October 13th. Now, I know that a lot of other YouTubers have already addressed New York Comic Con, the official reveals that did happen, but just for the sake of being thorough, I'm still going to run through, what figures are going to be available and the information that I have at this point. Now, I do want to go ahead and say that the specific drop date for Funko.com, and the shared retailers has not been revealed just yet. That will come soon. So when I learn that information, of course, I will update you all. We all know that it's going to take place while New York Comic Con is going on, and that does run from October 17th through October 20th. But like I said, when I get the specific drop date and time with Funko.com, I will update you all. Funko has not shared that information, at least not that I've seen just yet. If you haven't already done so before this drop happens for NYCC, make sure that you reset your password for Funko.com so that you don't run into any issues the day of. Now, the first items here, there is going to be a Funko Airways t-shirt. You also see here the headless Freddy Funko that had been rumored. I wish it was kind of full color, but I understand why they went with this coloring to give it that more ghostly look. But I just think it would be cool as a full color figure. But, you know, let me know your own thoughts about that. I still do like the pop regardless there. You also see here this set of Bitty Pops, and instead of calling them Halloween Bitty Pops, I think they're actually called Freddy Funko and Friends in Eerie Costumes is what they're calling that there. But I really do like that set, and I really do like the headless Freddy Funko as well. By the way, in terms of shared retailers and availability, where all these items are going to be, I will share that after I get through all of the items. Next up here, we have the V Friends Metallic Jolly Jacko, which I really do like the look of that particular figure. Now with Funko Fusion, you also see here the Funko Fusion Chucky, which is limited to 1,000 pieces, the Dilophosaurus, which is 500 pieces, the Battle Damage Megan, which is 500 pieces, and the Skeletor, which is 1,000 pieces. I do like the Skeletor. It's not a must-have for me, and it seems like it'd be impossible to get anyway, so I'm not going to stress over that, but I do like the look of that one out of these four. And of course, if you know about Funko Fusion, the game, you know that these characters are basically corrupted by the villain Eddie. Next here we have Coraline with Dowsing Rod. I'm definitely going for that one. I'm a big Coraline fan. We have here Cher Bear in Witch outfit, which is a pretty cute figure there. We have Metal Knuckles. We have Witch Hazel from Looney Tunes. And we also have Mr. Toad from Ichabod in Mr. Toad. Dream from The Sandman looks really awesome. I really like the look of that figure, so I definitely want to add this one to my collection, and I still do want to go for the Chase figure also. You also see here Lucifer. Finally, officially, we get to look at Lucifer, so that is finally happening. I know a lot of people have been waiting on that. We also have here Wednesday and Enid in their Poe Cup competition outfits. We have April Ludgate in prom outfit from Parks and Rec, and we also have this new Britney Spears. Focusing on Marvel here, of course, we have Deadpool on Zamboni, which is going to be limited to 8,500 pieces, so not necessarily a small count. If you're a big Deadpool fan, though, I think that would be a cool item to have in your collection. You also see here the Metallic Wolverine, which I'm kind of a sucker for metallic paint jobs, so I think that's an awesome looking figure. But personally, I don't need the Deadpool bag that comes along with it, and that is limited to 1,000 pieces. We have here the Batman Who Laughs, and I've seen a lot of people say, you know, why are we getting another Batman Who Laughs? We don't really need this. Whenever it comes to pops like this, though, I always try to keep in mind new collectors that may not have the previous figure, and I actually like the design of this one. So even though I had the previous one, I could still see adding this to my collection. I think I do have the soda as well, but it doesn't even matter. I do like the look of this one. I'm going to pick that one up. We have here Animal with Drums, and then we have the Flocked Animal with Drums, which is limited to 1,500 pieces. You see here as well these Lounge Slide products based on One Piece. So there is the mini backpack that comes along with the coin bag. There's the zip around wallet, and there's also a collector pin. You also see here Buggy the Clown from One Piece, and then Corazon, I think is how you say that name there, from One Piece. Next here we have the exclusives based on Pokemon, which is a jumbo size figure. We have the Dragon Ball Z exclusive, Demon Slayer, the Bleach exclusive, and the Trigun exclusive. I'm not familiar with these characters. That's why I'm kind of, you know, rushing past these. I'm sure people that are familiar with them know how to say all of these names here. I do kind of like the look of the Spider Demon Father. I haven't gotten the other like spider related figures from Demon Slayer, but that one is kind of tempting. I don't know. I'll have to see it up close. I do like the look of that figure there, though. So next up here we have a glow-in-the-dark supersized Matatabi, I think is how you say the name there, from Naruto. That is a really nice looking figure there. We also have the Mystic Elf from Yu-Gi-Oh! We have the hooded Kylo Ren as well. And that pretty much wraps up what Funko has for New York Comic Con. Now, because Mondo is up under Funko, I did want to point out at least one item that they're going to have available. And really, it's a set that's going to be available. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mirage variant soft vinyl figures there that I really do like the look of. It's not something that I need personally, but I do think they look pretty cool. So I did want to shout those out. Now, as far as availability is concerned, remember again, I don't have the date just yet. Once that's available, I will share that with you all. I just want to point out a couple of things here. I'm not going to run back through every character. You can kind of check out the list here. And I'm just focusing on the US right now because honestly, outside of the US, these figures are not going to be spread around very much. For example, with Canada, I think there's either going to be on Funko.com or they're going to be with GameStop. Basically, it's just those two options. But yeah, focusing here on the US in particular, like I said, I'm not going to run through every single character. I just want to point out a couple of things here. So as far as Funko.com is concerned, I would not be surprised if the metallic Wolverine and the Deadpool bag actually move pretty quickly, especially with that limited count. The Headless Freddy could go quickly. I think that Bitty Pop set is definitely going to move fast. The last one did with the convention. So yeah, I think this could happen for that particular Bitty Pop set. I'm curious to see if Lucifer moves quickly. I don't know how many there are going to be altogether. Of course, he's not a numbered count release, you know, so we'll see what happens with that. Then with the show only figures, of course, it is the Funko Fusion figures, the Flocked Animal. Unfortunately, that Jolly Jacko figure as well. I was kind of interested in that one, but yeah, that's show only, so I'm not going to stress over that. And the Funko Airways t-shirt as well. Again, those are the show only items. You have to actually be at the convention to get a chance to get those. And even for people at the convention, I think those are going to be tough to get a hold of. So I'm not going to stress over the Jolly Jacko or the Skeletor. I know those are pretty much impossible, and I'm definitely not going to pay a crazy second market price for those. Some other items here that I'm interested in personally, I think they're going to be pretty easy to get, like the Coraline with the dowsing rod is with Hot Topic. The Sandman, you know, the Dream, that one is probably my favorite actually out of these con figures here, and that's with Barnes & Noble, so I know that's going to be an easy get. Also the Batman Who Laughs with GameStop. So yeah, I know I'm focusing on what I'm interested in, but overall I think most of the items for this convention are going to be kind of easy to get outside of the show only figures. Definitely want to hear from you. What are you going for as far as New York Comic Con is concerned? Or maybe you're not interested in any of these, which is fair as well. I also want to hear from you, even though I know this is a smaller selection. How do you think this selection compares to, you know, San Diego Comic-Con? I know a lot of people were not really blown away by San Diego Comic-Con this year. So how do you think this selection compares? I also want to hear from you. What else did you see in this video that you are interested in? And what pre-orders have you done recently as well? Like I always say, you know, please drop a like to show support for this video. And I'll be honest with you all, more and more I've been kind of mulling over whether or not it's really necessary for my Funko News videos to continue. They're basically just wrap up videos when it, you know, it comes down to it anyway. I'm basically just wrapping up information that's already available, and I feel like a lot of people are on top of information more now, and I think my numbers do back that up. I see that the view counts are coming down, the likes are definitely way down, the shares are way down. So, you know, if it's not really necessary, if you feel like these videos aren't necessary, I'm just, you know, being honest, I feel like there's other things that I could do with my time. If you're getting your information in other places and you feel like it's not really worth it to try to grow this series, and that's why YouTubers stress the likes and the shares. That really helps the content that you're a fan of to grow. So with those numbers waning more and more, I feel like maybe these videos just aren't necessary anymore. Like I said, I know people have so many options of where they get information now, and I understand that. I'm not mad about that at all. I completely understand that. So, you know, I'll be watching the numbers and try to get a better idea of whether or not it really is worth it to continue this series, because again, I do have other interests. There are other ways that I could use my time, because each of these videos does take a lot of time. I know I at least put in around like maybe 8 hours sometimes on some of these videos, but you know, like I said, I'll watch the numbers and I'll kind of go from there on what to do about Funko News, you know, my Funko News videos. But yeah, thank you all so much again for checking this video out. Hopefully you will drop a like, hopefully you will share it, and I will talk to you all again real soon.